removing unit productions from CM. What is unit production? In the last lecture, we defined what is null production. Null production was one which is like A implies something null. All nullable variables we were terming as a null productions. For example, this, if you see this production, this is really implies or derives null. S implies, for example, AB and B implies null. What are the various null productions here are? Huh? Which are the productions which are null? Yes? S and A and B. S is null. Why it is null? Because S is derivable to null. That is why S, A and B all are null productions. And such productions we discussed to remove in the previous lecture. Today we will start discussing how to remove unit production. Before that, we will see what is unit production. Okay. If I write the grammar like this, S implies AB, A implies A, B implies C, C implies D, D implies E, and E implies B. What language really this grammar, if I say name it as a G, derives? Yes, sir? Language generated by this grammar G. What is this? AB itself. Only single sentence this grammar can generate. That is AB. How? I started with the production S implies AB. A can I replace by A, but B I can replace by applying this production where B is getting replaced by C. To C I am applying this production where C is being replaced by D, and D I am substituting by applying this production and I am getting E, and finally I am replacing E by the terminal B. So at the end what I am getting, the string generating by this grammar is AB itself. Do you see that there are the various productions which are simply, they are not doing really any kind of derivation, they are replacing one variable by another variable. Otherwise there is no significance of this. For example, this production B implies C, this is B is involved, B variable is being replaced by C. Nothing we get in the derivation. Similarly, this production C from the right hand side of a derivation is just replaced by a new variable, that is D. But we won't get any contribution because of this particular production. We are simply removing one variable by another variable. If you see this production, it is behaving the same way. Ultimately, by applying this production, I am getting E in the derivation, and which I am replacing by terminal B by applying this production. So what do you think about these three productions? B implies C, C implies D, D implies E. These are not of any significance in the derivation. And if you see, these productions are why not significant? Because their right hand side is, size of right hand side is always 1. So when the contribution can be possible if there is more than one variable are there at the right hand side of the production. Here the size of these productions are, I am getting only 1. That is why these productions are not able to contribute. So the productions which are having its right hand side of size 1, and that is means by unit, such productions are called as a unit productions. So here I am in this grammar can see three such unit productions are there. These are three. And by analyzing, observing this particular grammar, I clearly can see that these three grammars are not really contributing to the derivation. So that is why I am making a decision to remove them. Okay? I want to remove them. So equivalent grammar I can have for this G, that I can say as a S implies AB, S implies A, sorry, A implies A, B implies B. This much grammar is sufficient for me to derive the exact string which has been derived by the grammar G. In this case, you can see that the language generated by LG dash is equal to LG. So there is no loss of generality, or I am not getting any kind of loss during having this new grammar. And if in this grammar I can clearly see that there are no unit productions. Okay. So in your examination, the question will be given like this, and you have to come up with the answer like this. Okay. Within a step, you can come across to the answer. But we need to develop a method, a formal method, and that method should give us the solution. Okay? So once this example is understood, it becomes very easy to understand the general method for this grammar to reduce. Okay? Shall we go for it? First of all, we see the theorems. What we see, just exactly that converted into wording, and that wordings we can term as a theorem. Let G be the grammar, V and sigma P yes, a context-free grammar generating language LG then we can have equivalent grammar. So if you observe, all of our definitions are similar. Want to say a single point, what exactly we observed in that during the analysis of that method. What we observed in this, we observe something, we come to know something, and we concluded something. What is that conclusion? After observation and analysis, we came to know that there are the productions which are not really contributing to the derivation. Such production we identified, and these are the three productions. And we named these productions as a unit productions. Why? Because they are having at the right hand side as a single variable. And we tried to get some reduced form of that grammar, and we came up with this. And we saw that what the language generated by this G dash, which is minimized and free from unit productions, really generating a language equal to the grammar given to you. That is LG dash is equal to LG1. So that conclusion here we have to summarize, and that becomes a definition. Then we can have an equivalent grammar G dash with what? With what? See, what the here out of this grammar, this G dash we got. But what we can observe again, the number of variables given in G are less than the number of variables appearing in G dash. At the same time, the number of productions you are having in G and the less number of productions you are getting in G dash. So how do we say that? G dash is the grammar having some less number of variables. For that purpose I do say V and dash. Then what about symbol? Symbols are same. I keep sigma as it is. And what about P? Is P as it is in G dash? No, it is changed. That's why I termed as a P dash. And S, what was the start symbol in G? Same start symbol is there in G dash. Then S I won't change. And this G dash grammar is such that there is no unit production sir. Okay. Generating the language LG dash, which is equivalent to LG Is it clear to you, the definition? Once again write it at the corner because it will be needed to discuss it. Let's make the method. Okay. Step 1. What we did in the first as a first step, what we should do? In the first step, we need to see find the variables set of variables derivable from it. So in this step, what we do, we will calculate a W, we can say as a working set, and this working set we will calculate for every variable. Here A, here I am terming as a variable. How to calculate the working set for it? WA, we can start with any variable where A belongs to Bn. I will let you know what's the meaning of this. W, this is about Wi, this is Wi plus 1 is Wia union B sigma, B is belongs to Vn where there exists a production C implies B and C is belongs to Wia. Please note down it as it is. As I say, W is working set, and here we are calculating a working set for every variable A, which is belongs to Vn. Vn is a set of variables given in our graph, and Wia, for every A I am calculating. Select one of a variable and start with it. Consider that is included in that set. Wi plus 1 I am calculating, and that is equal to previous Wi union the new variable I am introducing, and that is belongs to Vn. When I can include into this Wi plus 1 if there is a production, and in that production B is at the right hand side of that production. For a for a such production C implies B, where C belongs to the previous set, and that if that C is implying B, one variable, and that B I am including into the set Wi plus 1. Let us go for framing this method, working with this method. First of all, what are the Vn I am having? What is my Vn set for the grammar given at the corner of board? What are the variables? S is the variable, A, B, C, D, E. These are the variables. Calculate W1. Start with S. Okay? Go for calculating W2. As per this, select the variable. I selected first variable as S, or you can start with any variable. You can start with A, B, or anything. But you have to cover calculating working set for all variables. Here I selected S variable, and for it I am calculating W2. W2 is this plus union additional variable. Okay? So additional variable is what? What should be the additional variable we can add to the next working set is said here. Additional variable should be belongs to B, Vn, and what property this B possesses is there exists a production C implies B means, and that C should be belonging to the previous set. Okay? And that should imply some single variable B. If it is the case that B will be included into the working set. Here I am having my Wi is this one. What I can write here? B is belongs to Vn. Okay? There exists a production C implies B, and this C is belongs to what? S. What my W1 is S. So C is belongs to S means this becomes what? S implies something. Search for the productions which are implying S. S implying something, deriving at the left hand side you search for S. कौन से S की प्रोडक्शन है यहाँ पे? S के प्रोडक्शन कौन से? A B है, सिंगल वेरिएबल नहीं है, दो वेरिएबल है. So you have to see such variable which are having a single variable at the right hand side. Is there are any such productions are? No. In that case, no variable will be get added to this W2. So W2, I should not write W2 like this. I should say WS, and this is a W1S, W2S. So W2S is like this. So here I got nothing. Then WS is this much. It is equal to what? Only one production. Go for calculating the same thing for next variable, that is what? A. So calculate working set for A, that is I can say W1A. So W1A will be always having what? A as per the first step. Okay, calculate for W2. W2A is W1A, that is equal to what? A union. What is the next step? Next new productions. What are the new variables can add here? See the A production in the grammar. Such A production which are having a single variable at the right hand side. A production. See A production. Do you see any single variable at the right hand side? No, I don't have. It is a terminal. It is not a variable. So again here I am getting no variables to be getting added. So finally I can say W2 is A itself. So what I will get? W3A. Again the same, because nothing is added in the previous step, means W3 I will get similar. Then you go for W1. Next variable is what? B. Initially W1 B will have the same symbol. Calculate for W2B. W2B will be union of W1B, that is B union. Find the B variable. Find the B variable implying single variable. This production you can see that B is implying C. This is a unit production. So what you need to add? This C you need to add into it. Okay, what I get is BC. So if you calculate W3 B, now WB it is equal to what? W2B union of W2B. I am calculating W3B. I am calculating W3B, and that is equal to what? W2B union. What union? Search for such production. Okay. Which such production? This production for B and production for C. See, in this here I said that C is belongs to the previous one. So what we can say here? Can I write that? Are you understanding? B implies B, and there exists a production C implies B, and C belongs to what here? What is the set here comes? C belongs to what? What is the previous W for W2? W3. Previous W for W3 is W2B. So what W2B is? BC. So C should be belongs to B and C, not only B. So go and search the production for B and C, and see these productions are having a single variable at its right hand side. If it is, then that right hand side variable you include into it. So go for B, go for C. What I got? I got C, I got D. Okay? So a new variable D I received along with the previous C. So what I can get? W2. W2 is what? It is BC union D. CD basically I found. Since C is already here, or you can write like this: C and D. What I got? It is BC D. Calculate W4D. W4B. What you get W4B? Find the production for BCD. BCD. See that productions are unit productions are what? If it is, then select the right hand side. In this case, CDE I got. For D, I got E. CDE I got. So that CDE I am unioning with BCD. What happens? What I get? BC, D and E I get. Further, you go for calculating W5B. In that case, I have to look for all these four variables in my grammar. Okay? B, C, D and E. So what new variable I received in this step? No variables. So it becomes, so this is W4 ना, W5 में क्या होगा? W5 equal to will be B, C, D, E itself, which is equal to W4. So at this step you have to stop calculating W's for B. This way you go for calculating W for C. Just go for. In that case, what we will get? B के लिए क्या मिला हमें? B, C, D, E मिला, ठीक है? C के लिए क्या मिलेगा? C, D, E मिलेगा. C के लिए, so W5 this is for B. W5 for C is what? C, D, E. Okay? And not W5. Okay? So whatever the value. यहाँ पे पता नहीं हम लोगों को W1 है, W2, W3. WC is what? CD. Then W. Similarly, you calculate for WE. WE. What is WE? WE को क्या मिलेगा आपको? Sorry, WD को क्या मिलेगा? DE. And WE only E. Okay? This way you have to calculate working set for all variables you are having, and that exactly these two rules describing guides you how to select the variable from a given graph. So you can clearly see once again this Wi plus 1 is previous W union such variable which is belongs to your variable set. There exists such that there exists a production. This B is such that there exists a production this way, okay, and if that production is if that variable is appearing at the right hand side and only singular, at that time its left hand side, no, I am telling in the reverse way. So B is what? You are having a C set with you, select out of, if from this set, select the productions like this. If such productions you are getting, means unit productions you are getting in your products grammar, then right hand side of it you have to add to the Wi plus 1. Okay? That exactly we have done. So by getting this working set, now we have to construct. So second, I remove this. construction of A production synthesis. The A productions what is mean by A production here I am terming A production. What is mean by A here? Any variable. Okay? This is a in general term for all variables. A means S, A means B, A means C, D, E. Anyone. So what is mean by S production? Now A I am replacing by S. What is S production here? S implies AB is a S production. What is A production then? A implies A. B production is B implies C. Not C only. B implies C is a B production. Okay? So this is the term. The A production in G dash is either one the non-unit production in G dash or such production A implies alpha in G with A belongs to W A and alpha is not belongs to Bn. Please note down this. See, here we are constructing, we are now after working out these sets, we are हमें क्या पता चला है working set से? What we really collected the information by using these working sets. WS was only S. WS के वर्किंग सेट में क्या था? S था. इसका मतलब क्या? S का कोई यूनिट प्रोडक्शन नहीं है. WA, what is the WA was A. It means that it is not having, it is itself, it is not having any unit production. WB, B is having a C, D unit production, E unit productions are having. This WB giving you B, C, D, E means what? It is giving C, D, E. This kind of unit productions exist in the graph. Now C is giving you C, D, E. It means clearly say that WC is D, E. Okay. So by going through calculating a WS, we collected the information that what are the various unit productions are there, and in this second step we are really going to eliminate them. How we are eliminating non-unit productions? We are not dealing with non-unit production. We are allowing all non-unit production into a graph. What are the non-unit productions? The productions are non-unit productions with size of right hand side is more than 1. We are saying the productions is unit productions whose size at the right hand side is 1. So S implies AB. This is a unit production or non-unit production? It is non-unit production. Such non-unit production you include into P dash of grammar G dash. Okay. After that, see what to do. Such productions A implies alpha. Then what to do with remaining one? Production such that A implies alpha in G with A is belongs to WA. Suppose you are calculating for A production. So what is the WA production? What is the value of WA? A. So that A is belongs to A, and that alpha should not belongs to Vn. Vn is what? All the variables. So that whatever the alpha is coming at the right hand side of that selected variable, that alpha should not belongs to any Vn. There should not be any variable at the right hand side. So for example, go for W1s, WS. WS is having what? We are going for S production. First of all, you go for S production. S production is included into it. Then there is no worry. So and S implies A. Is it a unit production? No. That A production is also added to the P dash. Go for B production. Go for B production. B production is what? See what is the WB? WB is B, C, D and E. Okay? So this A, take one of a variable from this set. Say that is a. One of A belongs to this WA. That see that product, that variable production. Suppose in this case I am selecting B. See the B production. B production is C. Is that C should not be belongs to Vn. Means that C should not be a variable. What it clearly means that अभी यहाँ पे क्या है? B प्रोडक्शन का राइट हैंड साइड क्या है? C है. क्या वो C Vn को बिलोंग नहीं करता है? करता है. Then don't include that. Okay? So B implies C. What we did? We excluded. Go for C. C is also implying D, and that D is belonging to Vn. Then we decided to not include it into my BC. What were the variable I included in BC in G dash? G dash में क्या है? S implies AB था, A implies A था. Okay? Now this is I am constructing G dash. Okay? So I excluded B, including B implies C, C implies D. What about D implies E? Go for next production. See the right hand side of production. D implies, so D implies E. E belongs to Vn, so I don't include. E implies B. So what is the right hand side? B. Does B belongs to Vn? No. Then I don't include it. So I include it. Sit down, please. Sit down. So यहाँ पे क्या गड़बड़ होने वाली है आगे देखें. ये कोई ग्रामर नहीं हुआ. हाँ हमें क्या क्या चाहिए? B implies B चाहिए. कैसे मिलेगा B implies B? B production ना? Yes. So second point first point is it understood? First point, all non-unit production you have to include. Please correct it. Add A implies alpha such that B implies alpha is G with B belongs to WA and alpha belongs to BS. And this alpha should not be belongs to B. Add such production such that there is a B implies alpha productions. A is what? The working set. A in our case is B. Okay? What is the working set? Elements of this working set? B, C, D, E. So this B, C, D will be the values who will be taken by this B variable. B belongs to WA. So B a variable सारे values लेगा one by one. Okay. So you have to go for selecting. You have to see for this condition that no B's should belongs to any variable. No B's should belongs to any variable. So in this case, B is what? This set, and what this B is? B is at the time A. देख रहे हैं आप? This is A. This is A. This is W A. ठीक है? ये A in general term है हमारा definition. और B क्या है? B यहाँ पे जो दिया है B W A means B means W B के elements. B means W B के elements. W A means this W B. Okay. So you can consider this as X. Okay. W X ऐसे समझ लो. If you are considering this. तो यहाँ पे सब W X करना पड़ेगा. So this is X implies alpha. और इसको B उसमें है, इसको Y कर लेते हैं. एक समझ लेंगे आपने जो लिखा है वो ठीक है. Y. ठीक है. अब देखो. Add X implies alpha. Add X implies ये प्रोडक्शन हमें ऐड करना है किसमें? हमारे नए ग्रामर में. Such that Y implies alpha is a production in G means उस G में with Y belonging to what? Y is the element belonging to this cell. So I say this Wx is what? My Wb, and this becomes Y, and all these are the element of Y, and alpha is not belongs to Bn. So for a particular production selected from this working set, its right hand side should not be a variable. Okay. So if you see B, C, D, E, this B, C, D production you see, B, what it is having? Variable. So I go for C. C, what it is having? Variable. I don't include these two. D, I see, what it is right hand side? D, I don't include this also. Next is y value is e. E is deriving b which is not from the set of bn. That b, that is alpha in my case. क्या हो गया वो? Alpha हो गया. That alpha I will put into here. That alpha becomes what? B. What is x? We were looking for. X was B. So I got B implies B, this kind of production. So B implies B. That I needed to add to this production. इसका मतलब what I did basically, I had gone for looking the path B to C, C to D, D to E, and E to B. It clearly means that B to B. Okay? So this clearly means B to B. That has been identified through this second step. And that X implies A, I needed to add. What I got X is B. Okay? And what alpha I got? Such alpha which is not belongs to variable. And here such alpha I got as a B, and that I just substituted in this production. The production becomes B implies B, that I added to my graph. Any query? और भी प्रोडक्शन ऐड होने वाले हैं यहाँ पे. अभी देखिए, अभी नेक्स्ट वी गो फॉर every production you want to go for. First we have gone for S production, then B production, then go for C production. What you get? C production. C production is having C is what? C is my X, and what my WC? WC is CDE. And what I will do? My CDE will be Y. Y values, such Y productions I will see, and I will see the kind of what is the value of alpha. Is the alpha belongs to Bn? If it is belongs, then I simply go on moving until I get some variable, sorry, some terminal which is not belongs to Bn. Here I got B again. So C was X. And what alpha I got is B. Then C implies B. That production I will get in the second step. Go for calculating a T production. T implies B I got. Okay. And E production, E implies B I got. All these are the production I get during the process. And here I can clearly see that there are useless productions into it. And that useless production I have to remove by using the method we studied. What? Removing what production? Not null. Construction of reduced grammar. Okay? In the construction of reduced grammar, what I do? I remove all useless productions and I get the reduced form of a grammar, and such grammar we have to prepare for this. And after reducing, what do I get? I will get G double dash as S implies AB, A implies A, B implies B. Okay? This is the, I cannot get, this is not a part of, this is not because of the method we just studied. This is G dash I get when I apply a method we already discussed, that is construction of reduced grammar. And to that method, if I give G dash as a input, then what I will get? The output as a G double dash, and the grammar will be this much only. आपको एग्जाम में ये नहीं लिखना है, This is I am giving only for your information. Don't directly put G dash के बाद ये G double dash ऐसा मत रखो. आपको क्या पूछा है? Just remove the unit production from the given grammar. Then your answer should be this much. Okay? Here you can see that there is no such productions, no unit productions into it. Get it? Fine. All the methods required for the construction of normal forms are studied, and in the next chapter we will go for construction representing a grammar into CLF and BLF.